fresh off his tour. He is a traveling musician, a very busy musician, as well as a teacher. Dr. Adam Hawley, welcome to the conversation.
All right, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Pretty good to have you indeed. You are quite the busy beaver, on a tour presently as we speak, but you took some time out of your schedule to join us. Thank you for that. Where is this tour presently taking you now?
Well, I got about a week off right now. I just got back from Japan and Hawaii. I was out there as a special guest with Dave Koz. We're doing the Blue Note run for about 2 weeks, so had a blast. I got a little bit of time to chill out, and then next up is San Antonio and Birmingham, June 1st and June.
Very, very busy. You mentioned Dave Koz. You've also played with Jennifer Lopez, quite a few other artists as well. What was one of your more memorable performances that you've done with one of those artists?
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, you mentioned Jennifer Lopez. That was a lot of fun. I did a world tour with her back in 2012, and, you know, we went all over the world, literally, 5 continents, and I remember one of the biggest ones we did was for, I want to say, about 100,000 people. It was a FIFA event in Europe, so that was definitely pretty cool to play for that many people. Another one is the Hollywood Bowl. I've played that 3 times so far here in Los Angeles. It's if you're not familiar, it's a big amphitheater outdoor. And I'm actually doing that for the first time with my own project coming up this summer in August. So, those are a couple that definitely come to mind. And then I've been fortunate to do a lot of TV as well. So, you know, every event has something special about it.
What drew you to the guitar?
Yeah, you know, and people always ask me that, and you know, my parents are not musical. They don't play music. They don't sing. They don't really listen. They did have a really small vinyl collection. You know, it wasn't a library of vinyl like some people have. Maybe, you know, a handful, maybe 20, 30 records. But I do remember getting my hands on those, and there's definitely something magical about spinning a record on the record player. And I think I just must have picked out the guitar of all the instruments I was hearing on those records. I remember listening to Earth, Wind & Fire and Brothers Johnson, Elvis, lots of oldies, lots of Motown, and for whatever reason, the guitar spoke to me.
So those may be some of your influences, Earth, Wind & Fire, Motown. But let's talk about Dr. Adam Hawley. When we pop on one of your songs, what will we hear? I know obviously we'll hear smooth jazz, but what will we hear?
Well, I'm definitely influenced greatly by the greats of contemporary jazz. You know, #1 George Benson, and of course Norman Brown. So my records are definitely in that kind of style. And then you know, there's a lot of horn players that I love too. Kirk Whalum, Gerald Albright. But then also I've toured with some incredible artists that are a big influence to me. You mentioned Dave Koz earlier, and also Brian Culbertson. I spent a couple years touring with. So, you know, I just love instilling just a combination of jazz, R&B, soul, and you know, just having a good time with the music and having music people enjoy listening to.
Touring when you're not in studio, you are a teacher at the Musicians Institute. So tell us a little bit about your teaching. Why do you enjoy teaching?
Yeah, I've been teaching. Well, really, I've been teaching for 20 years, but at the collegiate level, I've been teaching since I was a graduate student at USC, starting back in 2006. So at the college level for the last 13 years, and yeah, it's all part of a constant schedule. You know, I teach mostly at the beginning of the week, Mondays and Tuesdays. You mentioned Musicians Institute in Hollywood. I'm there on Tuesdays, and then on Mondays I'm down in Orange County at Saddleback College. And it's great because it leaves the weekend open. I can go out and tour and then come back and teach. And it's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of great students, a lot of them that are out on touring now. And it's really rewarding. I feel like I learn as much as they do. And it's a lot of fun to see the growth over the years and see them get out there. And some of them are my competition now. So I gotta look out and stay sharp myself.
In 2019, every artist, any type of performer needs to be on social media. And you've really done a great job at plugging yourself into social media. How has it helped your career?
Well, it's been a huge help, and I really underestimated it, honestly. Especially when I was on the Jennifer Lopez tour, I remember, especially the dancers on that tour were really on posting and hashtagging it. And I was I had a peripheral knowledge of it, but really when I realized how important it was when I got started on my first record and did a crowdfunding campaign through GoFundMe. I was amazed how many people knew me somewhat from Jennifer Lopez, but specifically in the jazz scene that knew me from touring with Brian Culbertson, and I was able to tap into that fan base and get the word out, and it's huge, especially now with there's obviously the network of terrestrial radio is vastly diminished. Social media is a great way to get out there and get to know your fans and interact with them. And in many ways, it's better. They can have a direct line to you. They can send you messages. They can comment, and I do my best to get back to everybody that comments or sends me messages. And it just increases fan interaction, and it really helps get the word out, especially in areas of the country that aren't necessarily hit by radio.
So tell us a little bit about Dr. Adam Hawley when he's not performing, when he's not teaching in college. How is he relaxing? How do you kind of put your feet up and just relax?
Oh, well, I'm pretty busy. There's not a lot of downtime. I've got a lovely family, my wife, Kat, and our son, Adam Jr. And so, we like going out to the movies. We like hanging out. Actually, my son's bugging me. He's trying to get me to play Fortnite with him today. So he's waiting for this interview to end so I can go and battle him. But yeah, that would be the main thing, is just his family time. And then otherwise, the life of a musician is pretty busy. So, that would be about it. It's mostly music all the time.
Busy, you're on tour. I look at your schedule. I do not see a date for Philadelphia. Now, we are based out of Philadelphia, the conversation. Do you plan to come our way?
Well, I was just there last summer. I actually played at Penn's Landing, and it was a blast. It's a great venue, outdoor venue, free to the public, and so I was part of their concert series where they have 4 artists every Friday in, I believe, August. So that was the last one. There'll definitely be something coming up, and I have a few I can't mention yet. They're not confirmed, but I definitely have a few events. So yeah, I would say just keep checking the schedule for anyone out there looking for me in Philadelphia. I know something's going to pop up soon.
When you were here, did you get a cheesesteak?
Oh yes, definitely. And I'm aware of the cheesesteak experience. I've been having cheesesteaks there since I've been coming to Philadelphia for the last 10, 11 years. So, but yeah, we went went down and had to have the authentic experience, and it was great.
Run up the Rocky Steps.
You know what? I've done that before. I didn't do it last summer, but I've done it before. And it's the city is great. In fact, I spent 10 days in Philadelphia on the Jennifer Lopez tour. We were rehearsing. We just finished the South America run, and then we were about to start North America, and we did another 10 days of rehearsals. And so I got to have a good chance to get to know Philly back in the summer of 2012.
Okay, all right. Well, the next time you come back, I will make sure that you get another cheesesteak and then you run up the Rocky Steps again.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to it. I would love to do that.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Adam. Much success to you. Sure to come. Thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.